Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a series of videos that is plans and preparation for 2025. This is video number 2. This is my to be read stack. In the first video I did my planner stack, the planners that I am going to be using for 2025. Kind of went through those. And in one of those planners, it had a list of books. Let me pull it out. It has literally it's called Books to Read, and it's just a list right here of books that I want to read in 2025. You can see that I have started filling it out, but I have not finished. So at any rate, this is what we've got. I may or may not get to all of these books. I would like to get to these books. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're going to try. So this is my book stack that I want to read for 2025. The first one is a no-brainer. It's going to be the Bible. This is just really big. Wouldn't stand up appropriately. I'm going to I really want to just read the Bible through in a year. And that doesn't mean I want to take study notes. I don't want to do anything other than just read it. I'm not going to do the Bible recap with it. I literally, when I say I just want to read it through, I just want to read it through. That's it. So this is my Life Application Study Bible, the chronological edition. This is the one. There's 2 chronological editions I'm thinking about using. I just pulled this one for the sake of the video. I'm going to do another video on my Bibles that I'm planning on using for 2025. So I'll have the other option in that video as I'm deciding on which one to use. So stay tuned for that video. But these are just the books I want to read. The first one is, and these are sitting up sideways, so let me do this. Okay, the first one I want to read is Atomic Habits by James Clear. I am really hoping that I will make it through this book all the way. I used to love to read, but I've always read a lot of fiction. Clean Christian fiction is my favorite. And I can fly through books like nobody's business, but I don't fly through books like I used to. And I don't know why. So I need to do more reading to retrain my brain. And I'm going to start with Atomic Habits. And I'm choosing this book because I have some goals that I would like to accomplish in 2025. And I do believe that finding the habits that work for me, where I can build good habits and break bad ones, will help me achieve those goals. So the fundamentals, why tiny changes make a big difference. And I think that's part of the Cultivate What Matters goal planner. You make small changes, small goals, small bite-sized pieces that will help you achieve your overall goal. So I'm excited about this one. Hopefully it will be easy to read. The font size looks pretty decent. I've never read this book. My daughter did have to use this for one of her classes in college. So this is book number 1, Atomic Habits. If you've read this book, let me know what your thoughts are. Because I've not read it. I've wanted to. I've looked at it before. So we have it. Thank you, college class, for making me purchase it. The second book is The 40-Day Sugar Fast by Wendy Speake, where physical detox meets spiritual transformation. This was a impulse purchase because I want to work on some of my health for this year. I actually purchased this at Hobby Lobby on the little book rack. So I'm really curious about this one. The author is an actress, Bible teacher, speaker, and writer. So we'll see how this works for me. There's a lot of scripture in here, so I'm hoping that Looks like there's prayers in here. We'll see how I work with this one. I don't know. So there's that one. Also, let me know if you've read this one. Simple Money, Rich Life. I have not read this one. This is another one that my daughter had for whatever reason. I have heard a lot of good things about this book. It's got a 21-day kickstart guide to stress-free money management. Money seems to be one of those things that always stresses people out. And we live in a society where we constantly want all the things, and we use credit to get all the things, not realizing how much it's going to cost us way down the road. Not to mention all the clutter we have to clean. It's just a lot. So Simple Money, Rich Life is one that I am hoping to read. Jen Wilkin and J.T. English, You Are a Theologian, An Invitation to Know and Love God Well. I purchased this earlier this year. I'm excited to read this one because we are all theologians, whether we believe it or not. We have a tendency to think that theologians are just the people that have Bible degrees, doctorates, teaches at a seminary, or pastors, and that's not the case. We are all theologians. So here are your chapters. Why does theology matter? Who is God? What is God like? And just talking about all the different doctrines, theologies, what they are. Okay, so there's that one. This is a simple read. The Wisdom of the Bullfrog by Admiral William H. McRaven. I have read the Make Your Bed book, which I absolutely loved. It was a very easy read. This was highly recommended by one of the ladies I love at our church. She recommended this book because it also is going to be an easy read. Looks like it, I mean, it's small. The writing's easy. So I'm excited about reading this one, The Wisdom of the Bullfrog. Leadership Made Simple. Doesn't say easy. Leadership Made Simple, but not easy. So I'm excited about this one. I'm in the process of reading this one, Holy Hustle, Embracing a Work Hard, Rest Well Life by Crystal Stein. I have had this book on my shelf for several years. I have started reading it. I actually started to go ahead and give this away, and then I started reading it because I didn't know, I didn't give it a fair shot at first. I'll say that. I started reading it and I was like, oh, maybe I will read this one. So I'm going to finish this one, Holy Hustle. The next one I plan on reading is When Strivings Cease by Ruth Chou Simmons. I've heard a lot of good things about this author, especially I think her latest study and book, but I'm going to start with this one. The God of All Things by Andrew Wilson, Rediscovering the Sacred in an Everyday World. This one I purchased on the recommendation of How to Faith a Life, Faith Womack. So I'm excited to see how this one works for me. I've never read this author, but again, I'm excited about this one just because based off of Faith's recommendation. This is not really a book per se. This is a quick start guide that goes with the Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets stuff that I purchased. It talks about types of goals, but one of the things that I like is for each section or idea per se. Let me find a good. Okay, so for the financial section, if you have finances as a goal to work on, there is, where is it? Book recommendations. So I kept this out because of the recommendations that I wanted to see if I had. And then again, future things that I could add to my to be read list. Okay. So Atomic Habits is actually on here, even in the finances. So that tells me that that's one of those books that would kind of cross over some of those goal boundaries. And every section, I think, has books that you'll love in regards to that. So this is not really something I'm going to read. This is going to be a resource. And I was going to see if the 40-day sugar, nope, it's not on here. So this is a health and wellness, but one of the books it says is How to Break Up with Your Phone, which will be interesting because we're on our phones, we're sitting down, makes a difference. Books on home and spaces. The yellow section is the faith section. So a lot of books on the faith section. So anyway, this is just going to be a resource. The Power of a Praying Wife. I'm actually going to walk through this book with one of the girls in my Wednesday Bible study class. We have been trying to get together and do this for probably 6 to 7 months, and it just hasn't worked out. So I have this set aside. This is something that we will do a chapter at a time until we get finished with it. We will meet, we will kind of talk through things. So The Power of a Praying Wife. And then I have my Kindle. Y'all, my husband got me this Kindle for Christmas, I think in 2011. This is an older edition. I love my Kindle. I have a lot of books on here that are my fiction books. And I'm actually just going to, I pulled this out because I need some light reading. Some of these other books are heavy readers, and I needed something light that would be easy for me to just quickly go through. And not to mention, I can set this up on my treadmill and I can read as I'm walking on my treadmill. So this is my to be read list for 2025. There may be other books that I want to add. One of the things I'm going to do is shop my shelf so I can save money because I have quite a few books. And it would also give me a good chance to actually go through the books I have on my shelf, see what I have, and if I need to purge any books. But this is what I have for this year. I really don't know what I'm going to start with. I think I'm going to start with Atomic Habits to start out the year. So this is going to be the first book I start reading in 2025. Again, The Power of a Praying Wife is going to be one that I just kind of go through the year with. Maybe not even that long. It may just be a semester with my friend and just kind of start going through these. This is going to be January. Maybe I could do these two in January. I don't know. I'm giving myself grace and freedom to not do it perfectly too, by the way. This is my stack. If you have any other good recommendations for books, please comment below. I would love to know what books that you are reading in 2025. If you have read any of these books, I would love to know. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.